The haunted road.
So it was a dark and stormy night. But before I begin, does anybody has a heart condition? Because things are going to get scary tonight. Madam Toastmasters, dear guests, and fellow members. Village life is quite slow, but it is peaceful. Villages are known for beautiful surroundings, nature, and history. However, sometimes history comes back to haunt the inhabitants. A 27-year-old guy, John, living in a big city, decides to spend a weekend away from city, go in a village, explore a beautiful surrounding. So he calls his cousins and he says, "Hey, I'm coming over for a weekend." So he drives for 7 hours. He reaches in a village in Vermont, and by the time he reached there, it was dark. So he went there at their home, had dinner together, and already excited and happy to see them. He decided to go out. He said to his cousins, "Let's go out, let's go to party, let's go to nearby town." And his cousins were hesitant to go out. And they told him about things that happen in the dark in the village. They said the village is haunted. After dark, there are some activities, paranormal activities that goes around. And they told him a story of a guy who dies in a car accident, and he comes in the night in his car. He offers ride to people, and whoever goes with him never comes back. Grown up in a city, John makes fun of his cousins and tells them, "This is all rubbish. I don't believe in this superstition. I'm gonna go out anyway." And he tells them, "I'm gonna go out," and he walks out. He walks on a narrow lane leading towards the forest. It was a quiet path, no street lights, leading towards forest, winding through thick forest, and traveling alone on such a dark night was very dangerous. He heard stories of animals, bears, coyotes, and other beasts coming out in the night to hunt, and sometimes attack on humans. It was very dark. The moonlight falling on the forest gave them an appearance of a dancing monster. It was very damp and stagnant road with a decomposing odor. He heard noises of animals lurking in shadows, rustling the trees and leaves. But he made his mind. He wanted to explore and find out who this guy was. So he was walking, and he realized, no matter how far he walks, as if he was walking in a circle. Up ahead, he noticed an oak tree, and he realized he saw the same oak tree an hour ago. And this time, he was a little scared. Air felt thick in his lungs. It was hard for him to breathe. So he decides to stop and catch his breath. Suddenly, he heard some noise coming from a far distance. He looks around and sees a car approaching. Is it the same car that my cousins were telling about? So he was scared. He went behind the tree and he was hiding. And he decides to wait for a car to pass by. But the car was moving very slow, about 3-4 miles per hour. And he was confused. He was like, why this car is moving so slow? Maybe the driver saw me, maybe the ghost saw me and he's driving very slow. He puts himself together and comes out, stands in the middle of the road. Because he made his mind that he He will see who this ghost is. He stands in the middle of the road. The car kept approaching to him. And he was surprised the car was not stopping. So he walks towards the car. What he saw next replaced his non-superstitious thinking with gut-wrenching, sickening, petrifying terror. There was nobody in the car. The car was driving on its own. But he had made his mind. He walks towards the car, opens the door, and sits inside. He looks around, nobody in the car. Meanwhile, he noticed two shadows behind the car. This time, he was terrified. By the time he realized, the car stopped. And the two shadows approached himself. This time, a huge chill went up his spine. His palms were sweaty. His mouth was dry. He looked sideways and bang! A tight slap on his face. It was so hard, he felt unconscious. After some time, he regained the consciousness. He woke up and saw two guys standing next to him outside the car. A man yells at him, "Are you stupid? we are pushing this 4,000-pound car for about an hour now. We have no fuel, and you think you can just come inside the car, sit in the car, and enjoy the ride? Who the hell are you? Just get outside of my car and join us pushing the car." So he joins them, he pushes the car, they reach in the village. It was a terrifying night for him. It was a rough night for him. And he found out that there was no such incident. There was no such ghost. His cousins were just making him fool. Is it cold in here or is it just me?